What's up, fuckers, and welcome back to another rebuild today here on the channel. Today we have the Washington Wizards, who I think probably without a doubt have been one of the best surprises so far this year in the NBA. They currently sit at 10-4, number one seed in the Eastern Conference. Bradley Beal has finally returned, and this team, man, is looking really good. So this past offseason, they did trade away Russell Westbrook to the Los Angeles Lakers. They picked up some pieces in return that really didn't look like they were going to be, contributing to the now anyways. They kind of looked like they were going to be pieces that could be moved at the deadline next year, but this team has been such a surprise. I know I said in my Bulls rebuild the other day that they were probably the surprise of the Eastern Conference so far, man. I'm going to give it to the Wizards right now because the Bulls made a lot of moves, but they made some really, big acquisitions, I would say. This Wizards team really hasn't done that. They've just played great team basketball, man, and I'm super pumped about this normal 3-year rebuild today with the Wizards. Going to be using Bradley Beal a lot. We're going to try to get them a championship. And as always, if you guys do have any other video ideas you do want to see down below in the comment section, feel free to let me know those. And as always, if you guys are new around here, feel like doing that, maybe join the community, hit that sub button down below. We'd love to have you. So without further ado, we got a 3-year normal Wizards rebuild here. I'm going to try to make this team as good as possible, even though they're playing really well in real life. 2K doesn't always agree with that statement, so we could be pretty bad. We don't have to start today, so we really don't have that going for us. But yeah, normal 3-year Wizards rebuild. Let's hop into it. So let's jump into what this Washington Wizards team actually does look like. Again, we don't have start today going for us, which is really unfortunate. We'd be at 10-4 right now if we were able to use start today, but unfortunately 2K is just a terrible company, so that's not going to be happening for us today. So Spencer Dinwiddie, a free agent signing this past offseason, really looking like a home run for them so far on a pretty fair contract. I intend to keep him here the entirety of the video if possible. We have Raul Neto, not a bad backup point guard whatsoever on a 1-year deal. Bradley Beal, kind of the main man on this squad. We're going to keep him the entirety of this video unless he for some reason just declines a contract extension, which would really suck, but we don't want to put that out there, that possibility. So he's going to be here pretty much the entire time. We got Aaron Holiday as well. KCP. I'm not going to lie, I don't know if this dude's going to be here. He's on a 1-year deal, and I really do want to maximize the potential on Denny Avdija, who has actually looked really solid in a bunch of games this season so far for them. So I'm probably going to try to start Avdija. I don't really know what I'm going to do with KCP. He's not a bad player. I just don't want to let him walk for nothing, if you kind of know what I'm saying. Then we do have Corey Kispert here, so really good sharpshooter off the bench potentially for us. We move over to the power forward spot, and here's the guy I'll talk about for a little bit because, out of everybody in the NBA, I don't think there's probably a couple guys in my supreme tier class that I make fun of more than anybody. I think Kyle Kuzma would lead that, that pact. I mean, for hell's sake, I call him the walking lesbian. So, there's a lot for me to be said about Kyle Kuzma, but he has been unbelievable so far for the Washington Wizards so far this season. It's him and Tyler Hero, basically the two guys I always just rip. Of course, they're both having basically, I wouldn't say I don't know about Kuzma being an all-star hero, definitely has been, but Kuzma's been unbelievable, man. I'm going to go with the flow. He's on a 2-year, $26 million deal. Definitely not too much money. He'll definitely be starting for us. Hachimura, I believe, is injured right now in real life, at least at the time I'm recording this, but he's definitely on his way back. Davis Bertans is interesting for me. It's a pretty big contract. I don't mind the shooting off the bench, but again, we don't really need 3 power forwards, so might have a trade or two in the works. In the center spot, Montrezl Harrell's been playing like an MVP candidate. Unbelievable from him so far. I believe he doesn't have any sort of option. I believe he's just a free agent after this season, so I'm not going to trade him. I'd like to keep that production going, so we're probably going to look to re-sign him after this season. Then we have Thomas Bryant as well, nice young center on this team. Daniel Gafford, who came over from the Chicago Bulls, I believe. And then Isaiah Todd. So definitely good at the center spot. We're definitely good at the power forward spot. I would say the weakest spot right now is probably that small forward position, but again, it's nothing too bad, nothing we really can't deal with, but we probably do have a trade or two in the works. I'll see you guys at that first move. So we're actually going to pull the trigger on this deal here with the Sacramento Kings, KCP, Davis Bertans, and we are giving up an unprotected first-round pick. Thank God Vanguard updated. All right, Buddy Hield, and we're also getting back Terrence Davis. Buddy Hield is going to be coming off the bench for me. I'm not changing my stance on wanting to start Denny Avdija. Buddy Hield's going to provide some great shooting off the bench. He's also on a multi-year deal, so if we have to trade him this offseason, we're more than able to do so. He is a little bit expensive as a bench piece, but hell, I'm still going to take that for at least 1 year. I'm going to go ahead and set this rotation now. I'll see you guys with it. So we're going with a 9-man rotation here at the beginning of year number 1. I think the starting 5 is pretty obvious. I kind of put it out there what it was going to be before we even did this. It's going to be Spencer Dinwiddie, Bradley Beal. Pretty solid backcourt here in the Eastern Conference. I definitely don't mind it. Denny Avdija is going to be starting at the small forward spot for me. Funny enough, the game actually does want him to start. I know that Buddy Hield suggested more minutes, but if I reset this entire thing, you would see it. I'm going with Denny Avdija anyways. We have Kyle Kuzma starting at the power forward spot, and then Montrezl Harrell there at that center position. So really good starting 5 in my opinion there. I think this team definitely could be in the playoffs. It's hopefully not one of those weird years in 2K where this team just doesn't make the playoffs for God knows what reason. But I'm excited about this team, and no, I don't expect Montrezl Harrell to be playing like an MVP candidate like he has been in real life, but I do expect him to put up solid numbers. So our bench, got an upgrade there in Buddy Hield, going to be my sixth man, getting 22 minutes tonight. We have Thomas Bryant as well. We have Rui Hachimura, and then Raul Neto. The unfortunate thing is I don't need three centers, so Daniel Gafford's really not going to be getting many minutes for me here today. Maybe we can figure out something this offseason, but between Thomas Bryant and Montrezl Harrell, I really just don't have a spot for Daniel Gafford. So he's going to be here. He's off the bench if we ever need a reserve center or anything like that. But as of now, that's how it's looking. Hopefully we're in the playoffs. I'll catch you guys at the end of year number 1 here. Giannis wins yet another MVP award to end year number 1 here for us. We are a 7 seed here in the Eastern Conference. Hey, we don't really know what's going to end up happening with the Wizards. Are they probably going to be a playoff team? Most likely. Are they going to end up as a 1 seed? I don't know about that one. I mean, they've definitely got off to a hot start. We're 15 games into the regular season. I just don't know if a 1 seed's where they're going to end up. I'm not saying 7 seed, but I don't know if the Wizards are going to be a 1 seed the entirety of the NBA season. I'd be impressed if they can keep it up, but I'm just trying to put a little bit of realism out there. Scotty Barnes, your Rookie of the Year. No surprise there. Andre Drummond always wins 6 man in the first season. Giannis also wins Defensive Player of the Year, something that happens quite a bit. Wendell Carter Jr., Most Improved. Doc Rivers, 61-21 over there in Philadelphia. A couple of you guys have been asking me to see all NBA teams and all defensive teams, so I'd be happy to go through them for you guys. I'm probably not going to pause the video, but if you guys want to pause the video, you're more than welcome to check it out. You can take a look at the rookie teams as well, rookie second team, and then there you go. Alrighty, we are here into the playoffs right now. We obviously are in the play-in game right now. We got to definitely make sure we beat Brooklyn, which is not a fun first-round opponent whatsoever. We'll take a look at some numbers on the year right now. Bradley Beal doing his thing. You know, he's taking a little bit of a backseat. It's not backseat, but, you know, what did he lead the lead in scoring last year? And I don't think he's not anywhere near the top, but I think he's around like 24 points right now or something like that. Montrezl Harrell, Kyle Kuzma, Dinwiddie. Like a few more points from Dinwiddie, but hey. We'll work on that when the time does come and take a look at the rest of the numbers right there. Rebounds per game did go to Montrezl Harrell, and assists with Spencer Dinwiddie. So we got Brooklyn here in the play-in game. Not exactly who I want to be facing. I'm not really sure how this team's here, but we'll play it, and we end up winning. So we're in the playoffs right now. We will sim all the way up here. We got to dance with Milwaukee, the defending NBA champions in the first round. Drew Holiday, Dante DiVincenzo, Chris Middleton, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and Bobby Portis Jr. We'll go game by game with them. I'm not going to lie. I'm not extremely confident. We tied up a 1 game apiece. We go down 2-1. We go down 3-1, and that is all she wrote for us. So I didn't think we were beating Milwaukee, and the Clippers go on to win the finals. And Paul George, who has also been playing like an MVP candidate, goes on to win finals MVP. So we're in the first offseason right now. It's nothing to be ashamed of. We made the playoffs as a 7 seed. I've sometimes seen this team in the first year end up with the first overall pick. So I will take it. Draft lottery time. I don't think we have anything going for us here. Yeah, I don't see a Wizards logo anywhere. And it's Kings, it is Magic, and it is Thunder as your top 3 picks, followed by the Pistons and the Houston Rockets. Staff signing. I'll do a few coaching things right now. I'll figure some stuff out, and I'll see you guys with whatever's next. We're up to the 2022 NBA draft, and we do have the 19th overall pick. I wouldn't mind maybe moving up a couple spots. I think we can definitely get another good bench piece for us, perhaps a better backup point guard if that's an option that comes available to us. I do have a couple trades in mind. And honestly, I'm not going to lie, one of them might include Daniel Gafford just because he is kind of the odd man out right now, if we're being honest. So we'll actually, do I want to trade him with 2 centers that are free agents? Is Thomas Bryant really a free agent? I don't know why I thought he was locked up. I know 100% that Harrell was. I just don't know. So I think a trade might include Terrence Davis, potentially Isaiah Todd as well, and I'll see you guys if I find a move. We're going to try to get the 8th overall pick here from the Indiana Pacers. I'm offering them our 19th overall pick along with Terrence Davis and Isaiah Todd. Pick 8, we're definitely going to have some more options available for us than if we stayed at 19. So they don't want to do that. How about if I just include, wow, we are very low on first-round picks. 2 second-round picks, and they do agree to that. So if we take a look at some of the guys available here for us, I'm looking at some point guards specifically. We don't have a ton of options. Like J.D. Davison is technically, I believe, probably the best one on the board for us here. Excuse me, if we go to point guards, he probably is. I don't know what his overall exactly is. Also, Kennedy Chandler's here. Ty Washington, that's an unbelievable name. But if Davison's available for us there at pick 8, I'm probably going to go with him just to replace Raul Neto, who was never going to be a long-term answer for us. But let's see who's gone so far. Griffin, Holmgren, Drayden Hardy, Ben Sherrill, Jabari Smith, yada, yada. So he's available for us here. I'm probably just going to go with him. Just pull the trigger on it, 18 years of age. And welcome to the team, J.D. Davison. I think he's going to be a really solid backup point guard for us. He's going to end up being a 74 overall. I believe that's a similar overall to what Raul Neto was for us. So I'm happy with it. Beal declines. No surprise there. We're going to head into free agency. Cassius Winston, no thank you. Aaron Holiday, not for $5 million. Joel Ayayi. I don't know why it just reminds me of like Jay Ajayi, the former Eagles running back. Anthony Gill, no thank you. None of those guys are really going to be playing for us. So, into a very big free agency and 13 offers for Bradley Beal, none of which are actual real offers, though. I'm just going to go ahead and pay the man. He's not going anywhere. I'm not trading him throughout the entirety of this video. So, Thomas Bryant. I want Thomas Bryant back. I also, Raul Neto can just go. We don't really have much money, I don't think. We don't have bird rights on Harrell. Okay. Well, that's definitely something we're going to need to work on. I don't know if it's going to let me go over the contract. He hasn't been on this team for more than 3 years. Shout out to my boy Aaron on Twitter for letting me know that I should still be able to sign him. Hypothetically, anyways, I don't know if it's going to let me continue to sign all of these guys. I don't want to lose Beal, which is my problem. So I'm going to wait on Thomas Bryant and just not run out the rights on him. Is he going to let me get both? Okay, at least let me get Beal. If it didn't let me get Beal back, that's what I really would have been pissed about. So I can't pay him. Yeah, okay. That's kind of what I thought was going to end up happening. I'll re-sign Thomas Bryant. I'm also happy I didn't trade Gafford. Yeah, I'll just renounce the rights on him. I'm not going to be able to bring him back. Thomas Bryant's back, and I'll see you guys with the trade. Our next trade here is coming with the Atlanta Hawks. We are making the massive upgrade at center. It's unfortunate we were not able to re-sign Montrezl Harrell, but Buddy Hield, Daniel Gafford, and a first is going to go ahead and get me Clint Capella and a first from the Atlanta Hawks. I think it's 100% a clear upgrade. And it's nothing against Thomas Bryant. I just think this team was kind of one piece away. And I think we kind of accomplished that there, picking up Clint Capella. So him and Thomas Bryant going to be my two centers moving forward. We're going to stick with Kuzma. We're going to stick with Rui. We have Denny Avdija. We are going to get Corey Kispert some minutes. Bradley Beal's not going to have a backup. Then Spencer Dinwiddie. J.D. Davison are going to be my 2 point guards. I think this team's in a great spot right now. I think we should definitely be higher than a 7 seed. Hopefully win a round or two. I will see you guys at the start of year number 2 here in Washington. I almost said Portland and Washington. Start of year number 2 here in Washington for us. We have one major change to our starting 5, that being our starting center of Clint Capella. It's going to be Spencer Dinwiddie. It's going to be Bradley Beal, Denny Avdija, Kyle Kuzma, and Clint Capella. The starting 5 for year number 2 here in Washington, D.C. Our bench maybe got a little bit worse because we did lose Buddy Hield. But I think we upgraded the backup point guard spot with J.D. Davison. And maybe they're the same overall, but I think it's going to be an upgrade in the long term. So I'm pretty comfortable with how our bench is looking right now. I think this team should definitely be higher than a 7 seed. I'll catch you guys at the end of year number 2. I'm a little bit confused about what's going on with this team. I thought we made a couple upgrades, and this team only got worse. So we're an 8 seed. We were a 7 seed last year. We'll check on the standings, though, because it was kind of fluctuating anywhere from 4 to 8 seeds. So we might be relatively close. I forget what our record was last year. Luka, first career MVP. Chet Holmgren is your rookie of the year in Orlando. Drummond, 6th man. Giannis Stevens, player of the year. Jaden McDaniels, most improved. I mean, hang on a minute now. Okay, like... I mean, he scored 3 points more. I mean, had almost 2 rebounds more and, like, an assist more. But, like, really? I don't know what that one. JB Bickerstaff, Coach of the Year. I will quickly go through all these All-NBA teams, all defensive teams, all rookie teams. Feel free to pause at any point that you do wish. Alrighty, so we are technically in the play-in right now. I would like to maybe get this team into the actual playoffs. I don't really know what the problem was. I mean, Capella wasn't the problem. Maybe I'm putting too much faith in Kuzma, or maybe I just have to accept that Denny Avdija shouldn't be starting for this team. I think that those two might be the problem right there. And I mean, Dinwiddie's been good, but I mean, not great. Yeah, we'll see. Also, I do want to check on the standings, see where we ended up. So we finished with a record of 4. Whoops. Oh my God, I'm totally blanking. 46 and 36. So it really wasn't even that bad of a record. It's just, it's a very good Eastern Conference right now, or I shouldn't say good. It's a very balanced Eastern Conference anyways. So I don't know why I missed us. So we got a dance here with Celtics in the first round. Jalen Brunson's a huge upgrade at the point guard spot. Jalen Brown, Jason Tatum, Grant Williams, Robert Williams. I have Schroeder still coming off the bench. We end up winning that game, and we are officially on to face the 1-seeded Cleveland Cavaliers, who have Darius Garland, Isaac Okoro, Lauri Markkanen is, oh my fucking, he's 7 feet tall. 7 feet tall. 7 feet tall, 6'11". Their small forward, power forward, and center are basically all 7 feet tall. That's kind of funny. And they have Kevin Love as their 6th man. Okay, well, they're tall as... Whoops, I didn't mean to simulate the round. I meant to go game by game. They are one tall fucking team. We end up losing in 5. We're going to blow this thing up. Let's get into this offseason right now. We will hit league meetings real quick. Just go ahead and decline all of these. Unfortunately for us, I don't really have a ton of picks. So I'm really not going to have a lot to work with. Oklahoma City has the top 2 picks in the draft, followed by the Houston Rockets. That's pretty insane. I'm not changing anything in my coaching department. We'll head up to the NBA draft now. I do not know if we have a pick in this year's draft. We do. We have pick number 26. and not a lot to work with. So I'm probably just going to trade this for a future first-round pick from Philadelphia. Thank you very much. And we're going to have some work to do with this team. We really are. Dinwiddie, I'm going to bring back. I don't know if I'm going to keep him. Kuzma declines, dude. I don't really think you're getting more than 13 mil on the open market. I'm definitely going to give Rui the qualifying offer right here. Aaron Holiday didn't even get the qualifying from me last year, and he still accepted it. That's just one of those fun little quirky things 2K does. But I definitely do want to bring Rui back. I'm probably going to wait until he accepts a contract, and I don't even have bird rights on Kyle Kuzma. Wait, son of a bitch. Is he going to let me? Oh, okay, it's going to let me re-sign him now. Okay. We're going to bring Kuzma back. I'm going to wait on Rui. Everybody else is more than free to go. And then we're going to get into some trades because, man, oh, man, we definitely got to make some. Because this team cannot have another year like it had last year. I'm going to pay Rui. I'm pretty sure he got a similar contract to Kuzma. And so let's see what this team's looking like right now. Everybody from last year is here. We don't have a ton of picks to work with, anything like that. But a trade or two is definitely in the works. I'll see you guys at that first move. I have no idea if this is even possible, but I'd be willing to do it just to get another star here on this squad. Rui, Denny of D-Hyde, and Corey Kispert for Jaylen Brown. We do not have a lot of first-round picks, so I'm assuming if we want this to go through, we're going to have to give up all of our first-round picks, basically. So they agree to it. It's a huge, huge move that we lose a ton of depth with, but it's a move that, in my opinion, is definitely needed. So we're going to sign a backup small forward and a backup power forward now. We don't have any other assets, so I kind of have to roll with Kuzma. It's not like he's even been horrible. It's just he hasn't been as good as I would hope he was going to be. So, yeah, at this point in time, our bench is definitely going to get worse. That's 100% going to be, a situation. We're going to sign DeAndre Bembry, who, actually, can I sign somebody else who's a higher overall? Actually, wait a minute. If I sign, like, Alec Burks, I'd like to sign him instead. Can I get him both? Oh, no, I can't. All right, it says me Bembry. If I can't get an upgrade for, actually, I need to sign a power forward now. God damn. Georges Niang, I guess we're going to roll with that. Again, we're not getting great guys off the bench for me right now. I keep fucking doing that. But it's kind of the way it's going to have to be with the trade of Jaylen Brown. I think it was a needed move. I mean, I could glance at it. Oh, we don't even have first-round picks. Like, whoa. Oh, it's including Thomas Bryant. But low-key, no. I couldn't find a way to get Beal, Brown, and Middleton all into the same starting five. There's just no way. Especially because that leaves me without a point guard. So, I don't really see a trade here that I'm really loving. Unless, wait a minute. I see Isaac there. If I were to trade Kuzma, if I were to do, I'm out of fucking first round picks. If I were to just do Kuzma, what are my point guard options? It's nothing that good. Okay. Yeah, it's not happening. Because I was going to consider trading Dinwiddie for Jonathan Isaac if that was possible, but it's really not. So, I'll do DeAndre Bembry, see if I can get any way better. Not really. Aaron Neesmith, I got in a video the other day. Would I prefer Josh Green? Honestly, probably. He's a 74 overall. At least he's 22 years old, though. So, this is the squad we're rolling with. I'm not 100% on it, but, we have two decent guys off the bench with J.D. Davison and then Thomas Bryant. So we're going to have to roll with it. I will see you guys at the start of the third and final year. We are entering the third and final season for us here in Washington, D.C. We have a huge upgrade at the small forward position, that being Jaylen Brown. So we gave up a lot of depth. That is 100% a certainty. And I think this team would look better if we just had a few more picks to actually work with. I don't really know where all of our picks went. I feel like we should have had a couple more. Maybe they were traded at some other point in time. I can't even think of like a trade right now off the top of my head that the Wizards would have given up a first round pick in. But yeah, this is the squad we're rolling. Spencer Dinwiddie, Bradley Beal, Jaylen Brown, Kyle Kuzma, and Clint Capella, our bench unit. It's not often I have centers as my sixth man, but when the bench looks like this, it kind of got to happen. Thomas Bryant, J.D. Davison, Georges Niang, and then Josh Green. So it's not great, but it's what we have to work with right now. I will see you guys at the end. The third and final year here in Washington, D.C. So at the current moment, I'm pretty glad we said screw the bench, screw the depth, and went with the way we did, because we finished as a 1 seed here in the Eastern Conference to end the final season. Luka Doncic does go back-to-back. Victor Wembanyama, your Rookie of the Year, is in Oklahoma City. Davion Mitchell, 6th man. Giannis wins his 28th straight Defensive Player of the Year. Chet Holmgren, Most Improved. Mike Stauffer, who's our head coach. I ended up letting Wes Unseld go. I couldn't find him, if I'm being honest with you. Mike Stauffer, 60 and 22, is your Coach of the Year. We get it done, man, and we get it done the right way. Standings-wise, we were 2 games ahead of the Detroit Pistons, 10 games ahead of the Cleveland Cavaliers. Would have been a 1 seed over there in the Western Conference as well. Player stats on the year, Bradley Beal, Jaylen Brown. Looking like this is the duo. It's kind of leading us to the promised land. Capella, 13.5 and 13.5. Kuzma, Dinwiddie, oh my God, it's taking a little bit of a backseat. But he's doing a lot of things well. He's rebounding well. He's, giving a lot of assists. So I'm not going to bitch about him unless he just plays absolutely terribly in the playoffs. And, of course, we have Brooklyn. Oh, my... Also, why is James Harden an 86 overall? What is regression in this game, dude? Like, seriously, it's so weird. Like, some of these guys to me. We're up 3-0 against them, 3-1. They do get a game, but we end up winning in 5. Moving on to the Toronto Raptors. KPJ, Delano Banton, Scotty Barnes is, oh my God, been unbelievable. Siakam, Nikola Vucevic. Interesting. OG Anunoby is not in the starting line. They have Mitchell Robinson off the bench. Well, they definitely got us smoked in the bench department, but hopefully we can get it done on the starting 5. We're 2-2 with them right now. We go up 3-2, and we are into the Eastern Conference Finals. We got the 6-seeded Charlotte Hornets here. LaMelo Ball, James Bouknight, Evan Fournier, Marvin Bagley, and Miles Turner. I would honestly say we're better at every starting 5 position except for the point guard spot. Let's go game by game with them. We take quickly a 2-0 lead. We go 2-1 with them. We go up 3-1, and we're on to the NBA Finals. And oh, God, come on. The hype beast Pelicans, Kira Lewis Jr., Jaden Ivey, Brandon Ingram, Zion Williamson, and Bobby Portis Jr. All right, we'll go game by game. We're 1-1 with them right now. We go down 2-1. We tie it up at 2 games apiece. We go up 3-2, and we win a championship in a Screw depth. I'm not going to, every video from now on out, I'm just going for the stars. I'm not even going to worry about the bench or anything like that. It seems like every time I win championships, it's because I have unbelievable stars on my team. So, we get it done. And as always, if you guys are new around here, want to hit that sub button, I would greatly appreciate it. If you guys have any other video ideas you want to see, let me know down below in the comment section. I hope you guys all have a great Thanksgiving if you do celebrate it. That pretty much wraps this one up. I love you guys. Catch you guys all in the next one.